Hi, welcome to Nightly Haven, and tonight we're going to deep dive down the mystery of the Shroud of Turin. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but what if one single image burned into cloth over 2,000 years ago spoke of a moment that shattered death itself? Tonight, we unravel a relic draped in mystery, faith, and science. A linen burial cloth rumored to carry not just the image of a crucified man, but maybe, just maybe, the very moment of resurrection. This is the story of the Shroud of Turin, and an artificial intelligence just stepped into sacred territory. Now let's rewind. The Shroud of Turin is a 14-foot piece of linen housed in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in, you guessed it, Turin, Italy. To the naked eye, it shows the faint image of a man, front and back, seemingly crucified, crowns of thorns, pierced side, blood-stained feet. But under the negative imaging, that's when things get wild. The man's features become vivid, his wounds detailed, his posture precise, and here's the catch. No paint, no brush strokes, no known technique from medieval times or now can replicate it. Some believe it's a medieval forgery. Others, they believe it's the literal burial cloth of Jesus Christ. And here's where things take a turn, because now AI is involved. In 2022, researchers began feeding high-res scans of the shroud into artificial intelligence. Why? To reconstruct the face, to map the body, to search for answers. And what AI found wasn't just a smudge of history. It created a 3D reconstruction, a lifelike image of a Middle Eastern man in his early 30s, bruised, bloodied, but somehow serene. No distortions, no artistic liberties, just data, transformed into a face that's haunted and comforted millions. And here's the kicker. AI wasn't programmed to find spirituality, but what it showed looked more like a recording than a relic, as if the cloth didn't just wrap around a body, it captured an event. Some scientists now speculate that the image was created by a sudden burst of radiant energy, a flash of light, a photonic explosion. Call it ultraviolet radiation, call it an atomic collapse, call it divine light. Whatever it was, there's no natural explanation for how the image embedded itself so evenly with depth, like a spiritual X-ray. And to top it off, that cloth isn't just 2D. It holds 3D spatula data, as if something passed through it. You see where I'm going with this, right? Could it be that the Shroud of Turin isn't just a burial wrapping, but a witness to the exact moment Jesus returned to life? A flash, a burst, a resurrection recorded not on film, but on linen. Now, full disclosure, this thing has been through the theological ringer. Carbon dating in the 1988 dated the cloth to the 13th to 14th century, but critics argue that the sample was from a repaired corner contaminated by centuries of fire, smoke, and human handling. Modern testing, AI included, is calling that old data into question. In the Vatican, they walk a careful line. They don't claim the shroud is definitely Christ, but they also guard it like it might be the most sacred selfie in history. So here we are, in a world where machines can translate ancient texts, generate human faces from pixels, and maybe, just maybe, detect the fingerprint of a miracle. But here's what AI can't do. It can't tell us what to believe. It can't decode the soul behind the cloth. It can't replicate faith or silence or the way that your skin chills when you stare at that haunting face and wonder, what if it's real? What if resurrection left a burn mark? And what if 2,000 years later, technology just found it? You've just walked through Mystery Machine and Messiah. Now it's your turn to decide what you believe. Was the Shroud of Turin a medieval hoax, an unexplained phenomenon, or a sacred snapshot of the impossible? Either way, one thing is clear. Even after all this time, the linen still speaks. Like, share, and subscribe for more haunted history and high strangeness, because here at Nightly Haven, the truth is rarely what it seems. Have a good night, guys. Bye.